Good evening, everyone. This is Srikant Rajan. Welcome to the Stock Market Podcast from MPIinvest.com, the only platform where you learn to invest and trade in the stock market, plan your financial goals, invest in different financial assets, and grow with a community of knowledgeable investors. If you are not a part of the community yet, do visit our website MPIinvest.com and join the community free of cost. Coming to the market today, the Nifty, like I spoke in the morning podcast, did not open as per the Nifty in SGX. So, what happened is, even though SGX Nifty was indicating a big gap down at around 15,950, by the time Nifty actually opened, Nifty opened at a small gap up at 16,021. In fact, Nifty, as soon as it opened, started a big sell off. The market just fell on and on and on, and it in fact went on to make a low of 15,735. Yes, so the major support of 16,000 was broken, 15,800 was also broken briefly, but then again there was some buying which came in at the end, and the market closed at 15,808. Well, the FIAs continued to sell, and this time they actually sold really big. In fact, it was like a revenge for the DIS who bought yesterday higher than them. So they actually went ahead and sold for 5,255 crores today. DIS did try to support, but they fell short and they actually bought for 4,815 crores. Well, things are not looking good. Of course, for a short term, the Nifty is kind of in a very bearish mode, and we continue to invest in SIP mode to ensure that we get great returns in the coming months as market recovers. But if you look at the inflation data which was supposed to come in today, well, I had told you the inflation was expected to be, of course, higher, but it was expected to be somewhere around 7.5%. But then the actual inflation data has come, which says the inflation has touched 7.79%, which is the highest since May 2014. If you remember, in May 2014, the inflation was at 8.33%. Of course, it's not that bad, but then yes, since 2014, this is one of the highest, which is at 7.79%, which of course is not looking good. Now, like I told you, the only hope that Nifty has or Indian market has is the result from SBI, which is going to be out tomorrow. Like I've told you many times, I've seen SBI actually coming and turning around the markets, and that's exactly why we at Gold Club are also holding some of our positions still in negative, but still holding it, just looking for a hope from SBI. In fact, if you see the kind of fall that happened today, it was more of a panic selling that happened as 16,000 was broken. But then I hope this will also have factored in the higher inflation. If that is the case, we could see the market actually kind of taking some support in this area. So we need to wait and watch what is going to happen tomorrow. But meanwhile, when I look at the global cues, right now the US market has opened, and after the major sell off yesterday, the US futures as well as the indices are both up today. So if you look at Nasdaq, it's already up about 1%. S&P 500 is almost up about 0.2%, and Dow Jones is up 0.2%. But then things cannot be told until the markets close. So let us see how the US markets are in the morning tomorrow. But as of now, things are not looking great. So now coming to the major support next, if you remember, during the Ukraine and Russia war announced, that was when we could see a major support at 15,650, from where the Nifty actually raced back to 18,200. So in fact, that is the next major support that I'm looking at, which is 15,650, which if broken, then it is better that we all book some negative profits and come out losses and come out of the positions that we're holding. But if you see, since the US markets are already in green, and if the markets have already factored in the inflation for India, there are chances we could see some relief rally tomorrow. So that is something that I would look at to clear off my positions in some of the trades that we have taken. Now, apart from that, if you look at some stock specific news, there is nothing really to talk about because everything was down today. Major bearishness was seen in the banking sector, and we could see every bank closing in the red today. Apart from that, we could see Adani ports which continue to fall today after they postponed their result announcement to 24th of May. So we could see Adani ports down by 5.8%. Tata Motors also fell today after the results came in. In fact, there are concerns over reducing of margins, and that's exactly why we could see Tata down by almost 4%. Punjab National Bank results were not that good as told in the morning podcast, and we could see the Punjab National Bank shares hitting a lower circuit. In fact, the stock closed 13.6% lower. Coforge came with good results, but then the attrition rate is what I told you was slightly higher than expected and higher than market levels, and that's exactly why we could see Coforge continuing to fall down by almost 3%. But at this point of time, there's no point talking about all these negatives because the entire sentiment itself is negative in the market, means there are no stocks which are yet to come up. But to the surprise, the only stock which was kind of trading in the green today was Wipro. Yes, so Wipro was among those stocks in Nifty 50 which was trading slightly in the green even though the market was entirely low after coming close to its 52-week low. Now, apart from that, we could also see among our portfolio in MPI Invest, the Gujarat Gas continuing to rise today. So, of course, we did book some partial profits today in Gujarat Gas. I am holding some more quantity in Gujarat Gas, which probably I will look out to book profits at a later stage. Now, looking at the market, one good thing, as the US markets are already trading in the green, we also see SGX Nifty indicating a small gap up. In fact, it is trading at around 15,900. So if that is seen, we could expect the market to open slightly higher tomorrow. But however, things all depend on how the US market closes today. If US market closes today, tomorrow morning we might see a small gap up. It may not sustain being a weekend, but then yes, that could probably give us an opportunity to slightly clear up our positions and ensure that we have some liquidity in hand to take care of some new trades. Well, so that is what we can see tomorrow morning. We'll discuss more about that in the morning podcast. But before that, do press the like button if you love the content that we share, and do share this with your friends to help them learn and invest together with us. So with that, this is Srikant Rajan signing off. Have a good night's sleep. Let's catch up tomorrow morning on the morning podcast. Goodbye and good night.